Welcome to our tutorial about the do-until loop. The do-while loop, which we reviewed in our previous lesson, repeats until the condition remains true. Sometimes you may want your code to loop until a condition becomes true. In this case, you would use the do-until loop. Let's modify the syntax in my script a little bit. Now the loop is going to repeat as long as the condition remains false. If we execute the program as is, it'll go into an infinite loop. The only reason it wouldn't crash our computer is because we've got a message box function that requires input from our user. So the loop will stop at this point every time it executes. Now I've got a logical mistake here. Can you see where it is? Let me run my program to test it out. In order to start this loop, the comparison test needs to return a false value. In other words, integer b has got to be greater than or equal to integer a. Let's enter a value of 1 and press our button to see what happens. Now every time I click OK, the value of integer b will increase by an increment of 1. And unfortunately, the user has no way to stop this program because the comparison test will never be true. Let's change the comparison operator and run the program again. I'm going to enter 5, for example. And now my program is stopped. And this concludes our tutorial about the do-until loop.